Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Massa Tutorials, where mathematics literacy begins. So now let's see. NOVDEC 2022 solutions again, course with general mathematics objective test. So we are doing question 41, 42, 43, 44. Then we to 45. So now let's see the scores in the math test of a class of 30 students are given. So that's a raw data. They said we should find for what? The mood, the mood, the mood, the modal score. So what would be the modal score? Mode refers to what? The most occurring value or the most occurring score here. So now let's see. Let's see. We have our scores here. We have our scores then. Let's see for the frequency. Frequency. So we are finding for our mood. So our scores, which is the x, then our frequency, which is the f. So scores, we start from, there is no one, so we start from 2. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then what? 7. Then, 8, then 9 is available. So 8 and 9 is also available. So scores. Let's count the number of 2's present. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4. So 3. Let's count the number of 3 present. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So that 1, 2 is also 4. Then 4, 2. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 3. So we have 3 for that. Let's see. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 6. So we have 6. Let's see for 6. 6. Let's see for 6. 1, 2, 2. We have only 2 for 6. Let's see for 7. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7. Let's see for 8. So 8 we have 1, 2. So 8 we have 2. Let's see for 9. So 9, 1, 1, 2. So 2. Now let's count the numbers here or the scores and let's see whether we will get 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So that's 30. Then let's add up our frequency so that we get our summation what? F. And let's see whether we will get 30. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. 11 plus 6, we get 17. 17 plus 2, we get 19. 19 plus 7, we get 26. 26 plus 2, we get 28. 28 plus 2, we get 30. So we have this guy here. So we have 30 here. So then that means we are correct. We are correct. So summation F is 30. Now we want to find for the mood. So you have to check the frequency. Check for the highest frequency here. So the highest frequency is 7. The highest frequency is 7. The highest frequency is 7. And this is not the mode. You have to trace it to the x value. You have to trace it to the x value to determine the modal score. This is telling you the mode. This guy is telling you the mode, the highest score with what? The number available. So now here, this frequency is telling you what? The highest number or the highest value for the mode you are finding. So now, so my frequency, the highest one is what? 7, but it's not a mode. So now we trace it that on the same path towards to the score. So that's the x value. Then we can say that our modal score is what? 7, or our mode is what? 7. So I can write the highest frequency, is 7. Hence, the modal score is 7. Hence, the modal score is 7. So we have this as option A. Option A for apple. Option A for apple. All right. So now let's proceed to question 42. Question 42. Now, question 42 states what? Find the range of the distribution. So they said you should find for the range of the distribution. For the range, we don't concentrate on the frequency, but rather the x value, not the f values, the x values. Now, with range, you have to focus on your highest score. And our highest score is what? 9. And our lowest score is 2. So now how do we find for the range? We just find for the difference between the highest score and the lowest score. So our range must be equal to the difference. So I have to find for the difference, which is 9 minus 2, and our difference is 7. So therefore the range is 7. So is the numerical difference between what's the highest value and the what's lowest value, or is the difference between the highest value and the lowest value? So which is option C. Option C for cat. Option C for cat. So question 43. Okay, question 43. The volume of a certain sphere is numerically equal to 4 times its surface area. Find the diameter. The volume of a certain sphere is numerically equal to 4 times its surface area. Find the diameter. So now let's see. Volume of a sphere. You have a sphere. As that. So we have a sphere. So this is the sphere we are talking of. And this is the radius. You can get the radius. So this is the sphere we are talking of here. So let's see the volume. The volume of a sphere. The volume of a sphere is always calculated as 4 on 3 pi r cubed. Then the surface area. The surface area is equal to 4 pi r squared. That's the surface area of a sphere. Surface area of a sphere. So now they said we should find for the diameter. So now we are saying that it's numerically equal to 4 times its surface area. So we take the volume, which is 4 on 3 pi r cubed, which must be equal to 4 times its surface area, 4 pi r squared. Right? So now what can we do here? Let's multiply 3 by the LCM, which is 3. So I have 3 times 4 over 3 pi r cubed equals 3 times 4 times 4 pi r squared. So this guy cancels that. So I have 4 pi r cubed equals 3 times 4 times 4 pi r squared. So now here, We can divide here by 4 pi r squared. Then here also by 4 pi r squared. Right. So that this guy cancels that. This guy also cancels that. Then now 4 cancels 4. Pi cancels pi. Now r squared r to the power 3 or r cubed. This will cancel, leaving 1 inside. So we get r being equal to 3 times 4, which is 12. So this one is the radius, not the diameter. This one is the radius, which must be in what? Centimeters or what have you, right? So now let's see. The radius, 12 centimeters. But they said we should find for the diameter, not the radius. The question says find for the diameter. And how do we find for the diameter? Diameter equals what? 2 times the radius. 2 times. All right, let's proceed. Diameter equals what? 2 times the radius. So now, diameter must be equal to 2 times r is 12. So now in diameter must be equal to 2, 12, 24. So this is the diameter, which is 24 centimeters. 24 centimeters. So they are not telling you to choose to find for the radius, sorry, because we have 12 centimeters inside there, which is wrong. If you find for the radius and choose 12 inside the options, you are wrong. The question says find for the diameter. And how do we find for the diameter? Diameter equals what? 2 times r. That's 2 multiplied by what? The radius, which we will get to 24. So the answer is option A. Option A for apple. So let's proceed to question 44. So question 44. The volume of a cone with height 29 centimeters is 1758. That's 1758 centimeters cubed. Find the radius of the cone. Take pi equals 22 over 7. So now let's see our cone. So we have a cone as that. You have a cone. Then they are saying that the volume of a cone with height 29 centimeters, which means the actual height or the perpendicular height. So we start from the apex to the center, that's of the base. So we have the height to be 29 centimeters, right? So now, find the radius of the cone. They want us to find for r. So now let's see. Volume of a cone. Volume of a cone is equal to 1/3 pi r squared h. So the volume of a cone is 1758 equals 1/3 times pi is 22 over 7 times my r. We don't know r, so r squared times the height, which is 29. Alright, so we have this. 1758 equals 1/3 times 22 over 7 times r squared times 29. So now, what will be our LCM here? Our LCM will be what? This one is over 1, so our LCM will be 3 times 7, or you can say that 21. So we multiply through by 21. So I have 21 times 1758 equals 21 times 1/3 times 22 over 7 times r squared times 29. Right. So we get 7 here 1 into 21, we get 3. 3 here 1, then it cancels. So let's proceed. We have 21 times 1758 equals, now we have 1 times 22 times r squared times 29. So I can see that 22 times r squared times 29. So now what can we do? We can divide both sides by what? 22 times 29. So we can divide both sides by 22 times 29 equals 22 times r squared times 29. Then here also like that. So that these guys, they go away. Now we are left with what? R squared equals 21 times 1758 divided by 22 times 29. Now, what can we do? We can take square root on both sides. So we square here, then we square there, right? So this one cancels. Then I get my r equals square root. Then square root when it's coming, it brings what? Plus or minus, plus or minus. So I have 21. I have 21 times 1758 over 22 times 29. So now let's see. Square root of 21 times 1758 divided by 22 times 29, which we are getting 7.6. So we get plus or minus 7.6 centimeters. Now, this time around, we don't want the negative, right? We want the positive since we are dealing with length. So now we can say that r is equal to what? 7.6 centimeters, which is option C. Option C for cat. Option C for cat. So let's solve our last question, which is 45. Our last question, which is 45. So question 45, which is just substitution. If r equals negative 5, s equals 4, and t equals negative 4, evaluate rst divided by rs minus st. Now, rst is multiplying, which means r times s times t. So now, rst divided by rs minus st. That's simple substitution. R is negative 5 multiplied by s is 4 times t is negative 4 divided by r is negative 5 times rs, they are multiplying. S is 4. So we can put this in brackets. Then we have our minus. S is 4 times 90 negative 4. So now, negative times negative, which gives us what? Positive. 5 times 4 is what? 20, right? Then 20 times 4, which is what? 80. Divided by negative 5 times 4 is what? Negative 20. Minus 4 times negative 4 gives us what? Negative 16. So we have 80 divided by negative 20 plus 16. So we have 80 divided by negative 20 plus 16. It reduces to negative 4. So now, this one is positive divided by what? Negative. And positive divided by negative, our answer must be what? Negative. 4 goes into itself 1, then into 80, 20. So we get 20. So simple substitution. So our answer is what? Option D for dog. Option D for dog. Thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing to Massa Tutorials, where mathematics literacy begins. Remember, we integrate from what? The lower limit, which is 0, to the upper limit t of what? M, that's the integrand. Then with respect to what? Z. So when you integrate the whole function, you get what? MT, which means Massa Tutorials, where mathematics literacy. Here you can read mathematics, you can write mathematics, you can even understand mathematics to the brim, to the maximum. So kindly subscribe. Have a nice day. Thank you. Bye bye.